Just got started this morning. It is 10:20 and I got started like maybe 9:45. Had to deal with all my permit stuff. So yesterday the ranger said I could have hiked out last night, but the only spot available is 25 miles away. And it's actually the spot I'm going to tonight. And she goes, that's not doable. This is at 4:30, and I was like, I agree. Normally I'd be up for something like that, but starting that late, no. So she told me to come back tomorrow morning, or this morning, and to deal, and then try to get another one lined up. But she said that I'd probably have to stay another night at Two Medicine, which was going to put me in a bind, which meant I didn't think I'd be able to finish until the 17th. And I fly out of Kalispell early Saturday, or on the 18th. So it didn't give me a whole lot of time to get to the airport. So hung out with some other CDT hikers last night at the hiker-biker site. And the ranger told me to come back around 6:45 because they open at 8. Well, I'll get there even earlier. I get there about 6:15, and the two guys that I were camping out with last night were already there. One of them slept there, and the other one got there at 5. But they're together, so that's really just one permit. And there were two other guys that looked like they were together, sleeping off to the side. So I thought, well, I might not even get out the next day because I know stuff fills up quickly. But I was actually got to go second in line. The guys that were sleeping, they didn't seem to care that I went in because I was closer. But they came in a car, so their permit might not have messed with mine. And I was able to hike out today. It's the 13th. So, but the only problem is I have to do like 25 today, 30 tomorrow, and then like 20 the next day, because all the sites that are like past many glaciers were booked for that on the 15th. So I think the ranger just decided rather than have me go like 5 miles and camp at another spot, she just, I guess, decided for me just to send me all my way, all the way. So 2 more nights. One of is a primitive site, like I've been camping most of the way, and then my last one at Mini Glaciers is a large campsite, because it's going to be like what I camped at last night. So I only have to hang my bear bag one more time, because I will have a bear box on that last night in Two Medicine. And there's also, I think there's some restaurants, but I might not get there in time before they close. So I'm just happy that I get to finish before the 17th, because things weren't looking very good yesterday. So I got about 5,000 feet to climb today, and got to go over 2 peaks, which isn't too bad. I mean, yesterday I did 3,000 in I think that was like over maybe 6 miles, and that was rough, because I sure was sprinting all the way down to Two Medicine to try to get before the store closed to get something cold to drink, and I missed it by a minute, but did a little bit of an acting job. It wasn't much of one, just to say how thirsty I was, but I mean, I was pretty thirsty, because the water I got back in East Glacier just tasted kind of funny, so I didn't drink a whole lot of that. Okay, I'm on a flat spot here, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to last much longer. I got about 6.5 miles to the top of the first peak. All right, made it up to the pass, and there's the lake down there. And it's just as good on the other side at Pitamacan Pass. All right, that climb was not too bad. At first I thought I was gonna go up there because there's a trail and I see people and I'm like, that's farther than what it was saying. And then as I was heading up towards the very top right here, I saw this trail. So I knew it was like, okay, that makes sense. Yeah. That's pretty nice. All right, snack break. All right, I'm about a mile and a half from, I think it's Triple Divide Pass. Took about an hour and 40-minute lunch break. Back at Atlantic Creek, there's a nice little waterfall. And once I get to the top here, it's only about 7.5 to campsite. But yeah, it's a little hazy out, but could be worse. All right, coming up to Triple Divide Pass. It's not too bad. There's where I came from. All right, making my descent down to the valley and downhill all the way to camp. There's some hikers way down there. Looks like they're heading down as well. I think I just have one more pass to do on this trip. I've got one tomorrow, right before to Medicine, and I don't think I have any passes on that last day, but it's hard to tell because it's technically an alternate to Chief Mountain, so I can't see the profile, and it doesn't look like on the map it shows any passes. So I think it's relatively flat, probably some up and downs, but not too bad. So one more pass. I don't know, those people might be coming, oh, I can't tell. Nah, they're heading down. So, roughly 7 miles to camp. I'm gonna stop in about 2 miles at a water source. Rehydrate, I still got some water, but fill up, get some noon in me, and cold soaking my dinner, and yeah, cool view. just a little over 5 miles to camp. Really been taking my time since lunch. I've only been averaging about 3 miles an hour, whereas this morning I was going about 3.3 or so. That's about what I was going yesterday as well. I mean, I'm forced to camp at this site, so I don't really need to get there any earlier, and I prefer to hike later into the early evening, just when it's cooler as the sun's going down. So don't need to push it. Trying to take lots of pictures. It looks really hazy off to the north, but there's not much wind today. So I'm hoping there's not a fire up there. But I think there's a fire off to the west, and I'm sure that's what it's just blowing in. Yeah, Glacier National Park is pretty amazing. Its backcountry is a lot more crowded than Yellowstone's, but Yellowstone gets more of your touristy people because they can just drive straight in, see all the attractions right there basically from their car, and then leave. Here, this is more for your active people who like to hike. There's a lot more scenic stuff out here, but they're completely two different types of parks. I kind of like Glacier better. The views are amazing, and hiking's not bad either. Trails are really maintained, not much overgrowth. Everything's pretty gradual. Up to this point, nothing's been too steep. There was that little steep part coming out of East Glacier yesterday, but that didn't last very long. Okay, so I'm going to stop in about 45-50 minutes, just right around 7 o'clock, eat dinner, and then go the rest of the way to camp. Then wake up early, do it again to many glaciers, and after that, one more day. Finish on Sunday, and should have good weather the rest of the way. I think the rain is supposed to come in on Monday. So now the only thing I have to worry about is getting to Kalispell, but I got a little time to figure that out. I think I should be able to get to East Glacier pretty easily with a hitch, if not one of the other towns, and then there's shuttles to East Glacier. And I think from East Glacier there's possibly some kind of shuttle system, or the train might go there, or there's a lot of people coming and going from East Glacier that I might be able to get a ride.